morning, students. Here we are continuing our first lesson, civics, the Constitution of India. A small topic only is the remaining for completing the lesson. In our last class, we studied that the nature of a state or whatever mentioned in our Indian Constitution, especially in the preamble of the Constitution. The points already we studied that secularism, republic, democratic, socialist, sovereign, like that. Next is the objectives of the preamble of the Indian Constitution. Objectives of our Indian Constitution. Same way, 5 points are here. The first most important objective is to give justice to all the people. Justice. We know what is justice. So justice to all the people. Justice, it is considering in 3-level justice. Political justice, social justice and economic justice. One by one I will tell. Actually, the preamble provides for political, social and economic justice. First, it is political justice. What is political? The term, it is very familiar to us. It implies that all the citizens of the country possess equal opportunities. Remember, equal opportunities to participate in the political process or political way itself. They can participate their own way. Equality or justice is there. Whatever they wish to or which political party they wish to follow, all the Indian citizens have the right to follow political justice. And as I stated earlier, this is done through universal adult franchise. We know that those who have 18 years and above and under which every adult citizen of 18 years and above has the right to vote. This right is for all the Indian citizens, those who have above 18 years age. So that is, remember that the political justice. Next is the social justice. That implies that all the citizens are equal in the eyes of law, and discrimination is made on the basis of caste, creed, race, religion and sex. There is no discrimination based on the caste, based on the religion, based on the sex, that means male or female. Like that way, there is no discrimination. That equality is telling as social justice. And economic justice, that means fair distribution of resources amongst all those who contribute towards its production. Economic, that means based on wealth, equality based on wealth, and this can be achieved by enhancing national wealth and resources. National wealth and resources distributing to all the citizens of India in an equal way. That equality or justice, it is known as economic justice. Okay, so once again remember, justice, 3-level justice are there: political justice, social justice and economic justice. Next is the objectives of the Indian Constitution is equality. From the word itself we can understand that all are equal. Means for equality, that means explaining in the Indian Constitution as the equality before law, and there is no discrimination on the basis of caste, creed, color, sex, religion and economic status. Already we studied in the term of social justice. The same thing it is explaining, that is known as equality. Equality that ensured by providing equal opportunities. Remember, equal opportunities for all round development. All the citizens of India are treated equally before law and ensured equal protection. These 2 points whatever I mentioned and explained, the same thing it is explaining the another objective of the Constitution. It is known as equality. Next is the fraternity. The meaning of fraternity is brotherhood. Remember, a democracy is fruitful when the spirit of brotherhood prevails amongst its people. The preamble to our Constitution encourages all Indians to treat their fellow beings in the spirit of brotherhood. We all know that in every day morning assembly we are taking the oath or pledge. In the pledge we are telling that all the citizens are all Indians are my brothers and sisters. That is showing as the fraternity of the objective as Indian Constitution. Next is the objective is liberty. Liberty means freedom. Freedom. We know what is freedom. The preamble implies that in a democracy, citizens should have certain fundamental rights. The preamble implies that in a democracy, citizens should have certain fundamental rights. We already know that what is fundamental rights and all. and that is Indian citizens are given freedom of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship. That is known as freedom or liberty, the another objective of the constitution. Next, a small topic it is given there is no question answers from this part anyway. You just read the text for understanding the role of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar under or behind the construction of Indian constitution. Actually, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, popularly known as Baba Sahib, calling Indians like that way to him. He was one of the chief architect of the Indian constitution. Questions will come unmarked. Who is considering as the chief architect of the constitution? That is Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. He was actually very eminent jurist, economist, politician and a social reformer. Actually, he done a very good role behind the construction of Indian constitution, including freedom of religion, the abolition of untouchability, social rights for women and system of reservation of jobs in the government services for members especially belongs to scheduled caste and scheduled tribes, like that way. These points were added in the Indian constitution by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Remember students, this is actually concluding this lesson. Just to read the textbook very well and also I will send the images. Get ready for attending the third unit test. This lesson is also there. One civic history lesson is there, and also along with that civics also is there. Okay, thank you.